Hello, happy Monday. Oh, if Monday could have a feeling, if Monday itself, the word, could invoke a feeling, that is what this Monday has. I have a story for you that you will not believe. But need to get ready, need to do my face. I have an appointment this afternoon that I need to look a little pulled together for. So we are not going to do the headband thing. I've been trying to just, now that my hair's a little longer, tuck. And the headband messes with my part and all the things. I don't know. You know. All right. If you're hopping on, say hello. If you're watching the replay, say replay. If you're a silent watcher, I dare you, say replay. I cannot see who's watching if you do not comment. So if you say replay, I will like your replay and I might message you and say, thanks so much for watching. Very harmless. All right. So if you'll do that for me, that would really help. I have put together some new bundles for the new week, and we are going to just talk through I have 3 mini bundles. One's my face products, one's my bronzer and blush, one's my eyes, and one's my lips. You can combine them together or you can do them all separately, and they'll all still earn you free shipping, a discount, and a free product. I do not own the free product we have right now. It is a body scrub. Grapefruit, the kind that just exfoliates you like there's no tomorrow. I used to have it and I used it so much I ran out of it and I haven't reordered it yet. So that's what you're getting free. All right, let's get moving. I don't like for these lives to take too long. Now, if you were hopping on live and we were maybe discussing shades or colors or how you would do this or vote on what eyeshadow I should do today, those types of things, we might go a tad bit longer. But since typically most of you are replay watchers, we are just going to power through and get a face on. All right, story time. I cannot make these things up. Okay, so if you've watched my lives before, we bought our house almost 3 years ago. And granted, the house is as old as I am, so it's not a spring chicken. And we have had one thing happen after another. And like a lot of the things we did when we first moved in, like that was intentional, right? Like I replaced the floors. I paid someone. I took down the wallpaper in the bathrooms that was like this disgusting floral. Like there were things we did intentionally that we knew about moving in, right? But it's all the little things that go after that. So, things go in threes, right? That's what they always say. Things go in threes. A couple weeks ago, I'm trying to think what went first. Sprinkler people or gate people? One of the two. Sprinkler people were out here because my next door neighbor reported that I had something shooting up in the air. Well, our sprinklers go off at like 4:35 a.m. or whatever, because it's to be nice for the, environment, it soaks in better, whatever. Well, anyway, they came. $4,000 later, they left. Fast forward another week, we have an electric gate behind our driveway. Everyone does on this end of the block. I do not know why, but whatever. We inherited it with the house. Well, I go to leave one day. Gate won't open. So we have to pop it manually. Let me out. I find a gate repair person. They come out. Motor's busted. Need a whole new motherboard thing. So we do that. Now, fast forward to yesterday. So we were gone all day on Saturday, and I did not get on this weekend, and I do apologize. My goal was to go live every single day, and that just didn't happen. So yesterday, my husband and I are hanging out, doing stuff around the house, and I've got laundry going and watching the men's tennis thing. all of a sudden I'm like, why is it so hot in here? So I'm like, is it hot on your side of the house? And he's like, yeah. All of a sudden, I just thought it was in my study because our studies are on opposite ends of the house for a reason. So we move forward into the afternoon and we're cranking down the AC and it's saying like, we have some smart thing because, you know, if you know my husband, we have something that gets controlled by an app and all the things. And the app is saying that we have a condensation problem. And the house is becoming 77, 78, 79. And I'm like, what the heck? I can't sleep in this. So I hop on. We have this home warranty company thing. I hop on. I schedule someone to come out today. And my husband hops on and gets us a hotel room nearby. So we go there last night. And we have all these storms that rolled through. So I was just checking on the house and checking, like, we have apps for cameras. Because if you know my husband. So checking on all of that. And all of a sudden the cameras won't come on. And like, there's an 8-camera system that was built into the house that we inherited. So I love that. However, it wouldn't come on. And I was trying to check because when it rains real hard, sometimes the pool can like fill up with leaves. And like if that happened, I was almost considering like, do I need to run home and clear that out? Because it can really mess with the pool system and all the stuff. But it's like 11:30 and I can't see. It will not access the cameras. So husband's already in bed. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to bed too. There's nothing I can do about it. Get up this morning and I'm like, oh, I couldn't access the cameras. So he hops in. He can't access the cameras. Then he's like, the thermostat's offline, which isn't shocking because it was coming on and off yesterday all day. All of a sudden he's like, I think our internet's out. So he runs home this morning. Sure enough, our internet had popped off and apparently everything that I was naming was connected to this battery backup that failed. Well, not the battery backup because the electricity stayed, but the internet went down. So he had to like reboot something. I don't know, whatever. Well, the thermostat, like he got home and it was like 74 in the house. And I'm like, it was almost 80 when we left yesterday. Like, it was no joke. I don't know what happened. So he stayed home for about an hour this morning. I stayed at the hotel and I'm like, do I cancel the HVAC people? He's like, let me see if I can like try to crank it down and if it will respond. Because yesterday we tried to crank it down and it would like come on for like 5 minutes and go off. Come on for like 5 minutes, go off. Which is just like maintaining 78, 79. Not helpful. Oh, good heavens. So sure enough, he cranks it down and it goes down. So I'm like, the minute I cancel these people, it's going to fault again, right? And we had this happen last year where I had HVAC people out. It wasn't their problem. I had to get a plumber out because we had a drainage drip issue that was backing up the condensation tray thing. So I know that's not the problem because I had that fixed last year. I am just like, please no. So I canceled the HVAC people and I checked out of the hotel. And I mean, I've been home since 10, maybe. It's 1:30 and it's still keeping temperature. It's still running. I don't know. Like, what would make it not run yesterday, but then all of a sudden be fine today? I mean, like, it was so bad that it was saying, like, poor air quality, you need to open a window. I did that for half a minute, but it was hot outside. I'm like, this is kind of dumb. I mean, like, the whole thing was faltering. So, I just don't know. And I just don't know if I hold the hope that this is going to stay. Or, you know, like, Should I have canceled those people? It just makes me so nervous. You know, this is the first house that both my husband and I have owned, and there are days I'm regretting that. There's just so much. There is so much nobody tells you about. All right, what are we gonna do on our eyes today? So my mini bundles I have, and I'm gonna tell you about Saturday, is any primer, any foundation, and any setting powder. So what I did today is our illuminating primer, which is what I used first. And then I did 2 shades in the powder foundation, and I don't need a setting. So I would go that direction if you go powder. If you go BB cream, I would do the primer, the BB cream, and the setting powder. Now, for either of those, if you wanted to elevate to 20% off, you could add on a brush. So I like the Kabuki brush. It is my powder foundation. It is my BB cream applied brush. It is my favorite for foundation. I do like our setting powder brush. If you don't have a brush like this might be a good option for you. But either of these, you could just add one to your bundle, and then all of a sudden now you get 20% off. You still get the free shipping, you still get the free product. It's just a matter of like one little brush gets you an extra 5%. So I like that option. Because I'm always like, there's got to be one other thing I could use. All right, we're going to do, I think I want to do this. I'm going to do one liquid shadow on my lid. So the ideals right now for the month are liquid or stick shadows, and 2 of those plus an eye brush, and you get 30% off. Now, you don't get the free product and you don't get expedited shipping. So it's kind of like, how quick do you need something? Because I would purchase off my storefront, which only gets me 20% off, but I get free expedited 3-day shipping. I ordered something on the 1st, we are on the 9th, and I don't have it yet. So it's just sort of, just gotta weigh your options. I can send you either direction. So we're gonna put this all on the lid and up into the crease. This is the shade Businesslike in the liquid shadow. And again, this dries to a powder. So we're just tapping this on, and this is going to be a matte pink. Giggly is more of a illuminated pink. Does that make sense? All right. I like this. I do this a lot with Reverent, where I just take one shade, go up into the crease, blend up into the crease, and then my lashes are going to be the star of the show. So you see how that just, to me, this is like a super simple summer option, because these will not crease, they will not budge. They're just so pretty and so easy to apply. And I like the blending brush, which is this really fluffy brush with that. All right, I'm just feeling hot all of a sudden. Please, air. Oh, it kicked on right as I said that. I said, I'm feeling hot, and the air kicked on. Yay! Good heavens. All right, just gonna come in with a little mascara. Then I'm gonna do a super neutral pink lip, just to tie that together with my eyes. Now see, you probably thought with my green shirt I was gonna go brown, because I did, till I sat down. Then I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. So Saturday, we took our staff for our company and then some friends. There were 9 of us, and we all went to this place called Cosm. If you live in the DFW Metroplex, there are only 2 Cosms in the entire US. One is up here in South Lake, the Colony, whichever one that is. It's over there. It's in Grandscape, if you know where that is. And the other one's in LA. So in my definition of what it is, it's like a mini sphere in Las Vegas. So they were showing the Matrix, the original Matrix, they called it augmented reality. So they had like on the screen, they would have like a frame, you know, and the movie is shown here, but all the screens around that frame would change. So like when they were on the rooftop, we were all on the rooftop. When they were doing this, we were all in that situation. It was really kind of cool because you really did feel like you're standing there instead of watching it, like, because everything around you now became the same scene or whatever. It was really pretty cool. I was pretty impressed. I really didn't think I was going to care for it because I really actually told my husband at the beginning that I didn't want to go. And he didn't like that answer. So I had to go. This just goes back to, you know, the introvert in me. I don't want to attend all the things all the time. All right, little lip liner. And then we're going to come in with this very neutral pink. Isn't that pretty? Just an everyday pink color. Then I'm going to top it with some Lonesome, which is our bright, not bright, but baby pink lip gloss. There, isn't that pretty? So, simplest eye ever. Nude pink lip. I mean, I wouldn't really call this pink. I mean, it's pink, but it's not like pink. All right, so you're commenting replay if you've lasted this long. And you're commenting Monday if I can help you with anything. So I have mini bundles. There's my face, my cheeks, my eyes, or my lips. Combine, take away, do whatever you want. But got some pretty good deals for you this week. All right, thanks for watching.